Hey guys, it's me, Sloan. I know, I've been slacking, and I'm sorry. Um, Here's the thing: I haven't had, well, I've had access to my phone. That's not, I just haven't had time to sit down. Really, um, the summer has been kicking my ass, uh, but I have some wonderful new stories to tell you. I reconnected with my cousin Ozzy, who I love dearly. He's like my brother, basically, but distant because we've lost contact over the years repeatedly. And so there's that. We got in contact again over the weekend because I was in Queens with my nephew, and my cousin lives in Queens, and he was just like, come by and spoke. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Then I was spending the whole weekend over there, and it was Friday night. And Saturday night, he calls me up, and I'm still at my nephew's house, and we're chilling. And he's just like, "Hey, listen, what are you doing tomorrow?" I said, "Nothing much. We're just hanging out. Why?" And he said, "Well, I'm going to see our uncle, an uncle who I haven't seen in over 20 years. Um, he's in prison." And he was just like, "So, do you want to come on a road trip? I don't want to go alone." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go. I haven't seen him in 20 years. Let's do this thing." So we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. This is how dedicated we were to the moment. We woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. We got dressed and everything, and we left the house without eating. And we got in the car. Me and my nephew got in the car, and it was my cousin and his girl. And we drove for like 2 hours, and we got there at 9 o'clock in the morning. Um, And apparently, they had already let in a whole bunch of the line, and it was crowded in there, and they had closed off the doors. So we had to wait. We waited until count at 10:30. Nobody was leaving, and every time somebody left, they did let somebody in, but it was very, nobody was leaving. They wanted to spend time with their family, and I get it because I would have done the same. Spend as much time with him as I could, and I did at 1 o'clock. We were standing in the sun the entire time, the sun beating down on us. Now, anyone who knows me knows I'm actually allergic to the sun. I get body rashes and hives, but that's besides the point. I also get heat stroke and sunstroke, so that's fun. Um, yeah, so that happened. My cousin felt bad for us, so around 12, he got us pizza and sodas and stuff so that we can survive the day. And at, I want to say, 1 o'clock, they started opening the door and taking us through the process, the line, the picture, our mug shots, basically, and our IDs and stuff like that. And they took us through the scanner where they scanned our bodies, and that was fun because I was too short to see the thing. And yeah, so there was that. We finally went in and we saw him, and it was beautiful because I had a bet, not a money bet. Like, we didn't put cash on the bet, but I would have won. And here's why: I had a bet with my cousin Ozzy, and I was like, I don't think he'll recognize me. And he was like, of course he will. I was like, I would put money on this. And then when we went inside, I did the thing where I was hiding my face from my uncle, and I'm like this because my cousin is sitting on that side of the table, and his girlfriend on this side of the table, and my nephew's in the car. I'm sitting on this side of the table. Now my uncle coming out from behind me, walking towards. So my cousin sees him first and gets up to go greet him. And Natalie turns around to him, and I turn away. And my uncle goes, "Who's this?" And my cousin goes, "This is my girlfriend Natalie." And I turn around and I expose my face, and I'm like, "Hi." And he goes, "Who's this?" And he goes, and my cousin tells him it's me, and he goes, full slow motion, and it was beautiful because I won the bet. He didn't recognize me at all until I was reintroduced. I guess. I'm sorry for my wind, my hair blowing in the wind like this. It's I have two fans on me right now. One of them is quite strong, so if I turn this way, I have that magical wind blown look. Anyway, sorry, it's distracting me. So yeah, I spent time catching up with my uncle, and we had a beautiful hour and a half because that's all that was left. They closed visiting hours at 2:30, and yeah, so there was that. Um, it was beautiful in that we were able to reconnect and just in a few minutes really cover the last 20 years in a nutshell. You know, like family does. You know, you pick up and you're like, oh hey, this is what happened and blah blah, and you kind of glaze over details, but you get the facts in. You know, and he got it, he understood, and he held my hand through the whole thing. It was just so sweet. It was so sweet. And then we went to go see his daughter, who lives right by the prison. So it was so sweet. We went to her place, and there's like her man is like a guy who restores cars all the time. So we drove up on this house, and the driveway is thin, right? Is in there for one car, but then there's like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, maybe 10 um, old fashioned cars that are broken down, stripped, and he's ready to rebuild them. And it was just like, are we in the right place? It was a little confusing. So we got out of the car, and sure enough, my cousin was there, and her man was there, and we took a walk around the property. It was beautiful. She's a swimming pool. She has a lot of land. It was just we were walking through it. It was beautiful. Um, and we decided to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I can't eat more than a small bowl of food because I've trained myself to be. Anyway, anyway, we got to the all-you-can-eat buffet. Don't you know they had sushi? They had crab legs. They had prawn. They had praline. Oh my god! Like everything. They had starches too. They had lo means and they had all. My plate was filled with protein, all sorts of fish, any kind of thing that I could grab that was at some point underwater. I grabbed it and it was on my plate. Everyone else is like trying to crack their. I'm over here crack, and it was gone. I swear it was the most beautiful day that I have ever had. And on the way home, we were just singing along to songs in the car. It was beautiful. I think that was probably the most amazing part of my weekend, and it's not even Fourth of July yet. So there's that. It was a beautiful, beautiful time, and yeah, I miss my cousins. I love them, and it was a great time. And I'm glad my nephew was there to kind of absorb part of it. You know, like he wasn't in the prison with us, but he was there with us waiting. You know, and then he went with us to my cousin, and he's really becoming part of that family, and I'm happy for that because my worlds colliding has always been a fear of mine, and now not really. I get it, and those who mesh, and those who don't. Oh well. On that note, I'm gonna let you go. I miss you guys, and I will be talking to you guys very soon because I have a lot to say. Bye bye.